This is Jewel Leonard, and welcome to Lunch with Jewel. So, I help entrepreneurs to show up big and connect with their people. Today, I'm going to show you for free. This is Free Tool Friday. On Free Tool Friday, I'm going to share with you a way to do something that is a marketing activity, but a way you can set it up for free with our minimal cost to you to be able to create the systems that you need to support you to show up big and grow and connect with your people. Okay. So today the topic is lead capture system. Why do I didn't say lead capture page. I did not say lead capture link, lead capture system. So whenever you're looking at anything in your business, you always want to be looking at systems. Why? Because when you are able to put something together into a system, then that means that you can A, move quicker with it, B, you can train other people to do it, and C, it's to make something that normally would routinely take you a lot of time much easier to do, right? Okay. So when I say lead capture system, what am I talking about? I'm talking about a way to interface with others where you can capture their information without having to key it into a computer or anything like that, so that you can capture information and stay connected with your people. Okay. Now, why is this? Here's a good example of where this would benefit you. If you have you ever had a booth at an event? Have you ever been at a pop-up shop? And so you wanted to capture people come by and they visit your table, or people come by and they visit your booth. You have a great conversation. And then you say, oh, put your card into my little dish, right? Or here, sign up on this sign up sheet to show, my guest page to show that you visited me. Okay. Now let me ask you this question. What do you do with that list? I don't know about you, but most times I would at least call the people. Many times I could not read their handwriting. Many times I could not read their name, important stuff like the number. Maybe it's missing a digit. Maybe the email address is missing a letter, right? Like it was always a challenge with that list to really begin to build and formulate a list of my people. Okay. And this is something that you need to do as an entrepreneur. Why? Because as we move more, I talked yesterday about NFTs, but as we move forward, the way that you're going to be able to grow your business is being connected with the community of people that connect with you. They like you. They can use what you have. Your content is valuable to them. You want to be able to own those people in the sense that you can reach out to them at any time. This is what a lot of when you see these ads and stuff where they say, oh, I can show you how to build your business without doing any live video, or without paid ads, or you don't need 10,000 clients, you can make money with 1,000. What they're talking about is working your email list. That's really what they're talking about. They're talking about you having a list of people that's your community and going in and connecting with them. You got to get email for that, right? You got to get phone for text, something. You need to be able to connect with them. So getting into the content, how to create your own lead capture system. So what I'm going to share with you today is how you can create a system that provides you with the flow code, that provides you with a lead capture page, and takes that information and puts it into a storage location, in this case, a spreadsheet. Okay. Now, this is all using Google, the Google Suite, a free suite of tools. Did you know, a lot of people don't know, that if you have a Gmail account, you automatically have a suite of free tools that are available to you. One is Google Forms. Of course, you have your email. You also have Google Sheets. Okay. And so those tools can be used to create a system for you to capture leads with the simple addition of a QR code. Now, I'm going to actually just verbally tell you how to do it, and then I'm going to do a demo of how to actually create it. And so if you want a copy of the demo link, when I do the actual visual of how to do it, maybe I'll do a webinar. Maybe I'll do, I don't know. But if you want more information on this and how to do it, then definitely go ahead and message me, and I'll put you on the list to get that information when it becomes available. But here's the skinny on it. You can Google all this stuff and do it yourself, okay? So the first thing you want to do is you need to understand what information you want to get from people. Now, I'm a little greedy, so I ask for the phone number and the email. Plus, the flexibility of my tool lets me capture a lot of that information. So it lets me make some fields required and some fields not required. So I always make email required, but I still put phone number in there, and I just make it not required. Okay. So, but you want to request as minimal information as possible, because people are always a little wary about giving you their information, because they've been spammed and they've been, stalked, and they've had bad experiences with a lot of other people. But in this scenario where you're meeting them and you know them, hopefully there won't be that situation. But still, the issue is, or the item that you want to do is just capture that information quickly so you can move on and they can move on and you can stay connected. So you can use for this Google Forms. Google Forms is a free tool. It comes with Google. If you have a Gmail account, you have Google Forms, and you can go into Google Forms and create a form to collect information. You can put an image in there. You can make it look like a kind of a little bit like a web page. It's not really fancy like a funnel page like I could do, but it's going to give you like a place where you can put an image or logo or something like that. And then just put in the form, just collect name and email, for example. Or if you want to get a little information, you can have a question and say, okay, what areas what problems are you trying to solve? And you can identify those problems. If you've done your research with your target audience and you know what problems you solve for them, then you can put a little questionnaire there, 3 or 4 questions, and let them tell you what they're interested in to capture the information. Up to you. But the point is, you need a Google form. The benefit of the Google form is that it has a URL. It has an address on the web. And as long as you have an address on the web somewhere, then you can connect it to a QR code. And there are plenty of places where you can get free QR codes on the internet. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to have that Google form. And what happens is the Google form, when they input that information, guess what? It goes to a Google Sheet. It goes to a Google Sheet. And so once you have their information in a Google Sheet, you can import it into your CRM. Like if you send it to me and you wanted to do a little bit more complex type of marketing, we can import it into your system. You can import it into your Google contacts and send emails to people that way. Once you have it in that format, there's tons of stuff you can do with it. Okay. So it's simple to create the form. The form updates the spreadsheet. Now you may be asking, okay, but how do I get them the link? Because the link is going to be an ugly link. Okay. The links, they're not going to be pretty. They're not going to be branded. They're not going to be connected with you in any way. It's going to look totally foreign. So how do you handle that? My recommendation is with a QR code. There's tons of places on where you can Google and get a free QR code. It won't be dynamic like the codes that I use, but it'll be a free QR code. And whenever somebody scans that code, it'll pull up your form. Okay. And then what you do is you go to your booth or your event or something like that, and you have 1 sheet of paper, maybe 2, maybe laminated, so you don't have to keep doing it for each event that you go to. Put your logo on it, put some information about your business on it, and then put that image of the flow code or put that image of the QR code right there on your document. Okay, right there on your document. And so the benefit of that is they come up, you have a great conversation, like, hey, you know what? I love to stay connected with you. Actually, I would add a comment section. So in the comments, they can then add and tell you what they're interested in or what you talked about. So when you go back through the list, you know kind of what to connect with them on. But you can say, hey, I had a great time connecting with you. Would you mind signing my guest book? And then have them scan that. Everybody has a phone with them these days. Okay. Have them scan that and put their information in. So you may say, okay, Jewel, that sounds great. What if somebody doesn't have their phone? You know what? You scan the form and input their information and hand it to them and let them hand their information in. Okay. The point is, don't have a list. You don't need a list if you have that. And in fact, I have QR codes on my phone. So if you see there, I have, oops, where to go? I have QR codes on my phone. So one goes to a lead capture page for my agency, one goes to a lead capture page for WJZZ, and the other one goes to the actual page for the virtual demo for Boss Assist. So this is very convenient for you and a total time saver. So anyway, that's what I want to share with you on Free Tool Friday. It's Free Tool Friday, how to do a lead capture system. So what makes this a system? You have an input, you have something that you do to get some information, and you have an output that is information in your spreadsheet that you can use now to put into other parts of your system. So your follow-up system and different things like that. But the point is, as an entrepreneur, or even an artist, you need a way to begin to build your community and stop giving your people away. Because you know what? If you have a product or a service that other people have, and you don't have a way to connect with those people on a consistent and regular basis, then I think of real estate, actually a good example is my mortgage guy. Okay. When I was looking for a mortgage, I was already on the phone talking to somebody, reached out to me about an mortgage, and I was talking to them about it. I hadn't thought about him. And then I was like, wait a minute, what about my buddy so-and-so? And then I reached out to them to follow up. You want people, when they start looking for whatever it is you do, you want them to think, oh, right. I want you to think, oh, I need some marketing help. Let me reach out to Jewel and see what she thinks about this. Okay. I want to be your girl for marketing. Okay. And that's why I come out here and I provide value and even free tools. Yeah, I can do it for you. I could sell you a system for lead capture, but guess what? You might not be ready for that. But for this system, you go do this and you can set up your own. You can go to town and maybe if you're not a techie person, maybe you can have somebody, if you got a teenager, a person, millennial, they can hook it up for you. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you today on Free Tool Friday, how to set up your own lead capture system for free. The first thing you want to do is you want to go out to your Google, and if you don't have a Gmail account, get a Gmail account. Secondly, go ahead and go to Google Forms and create a form for the information you want to capture. Step 2 is go ahead and copy that URL from your Google form to a QR code that you can get from free. There's plenty of free places on the internet to get a QR code. Okay. And then create a one-pager that you can use on any location to have people scan your code to put their information into your spreadsheet. And that's it. 3 steps. It's super simple. Now, look, if you just say, I don't really want to do that, Jewel, it's like really a lot of trouble, I'll do it for you, but I'm going to charge you. Okay. So if you can do it for free, or you can do it for free, or you can pay me. It's up to you. I wouldn't charge a lot for it. I don't know. I don't have a price right now, but probably like, $5-10. I don't know. But the point is, it's free. You can do it yourself and you don't have to pay me. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. This has been Lunch with Jewel. I hope you found this valuable. If you found this valuable and you think you might like more Free Tool Friday, then comment below. If I get people who say, yeah, show me how to do this, show me how to do that, then I'll add a Free Tool Friday every week, and we can break down something that you can do for free to help you with your business while you grow. Okay. So that's it. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll talk to you on Monday on Lunch with Jewel. Bye for now.